Hello and welcome to the Would You Be Mine Hop. We are sharing inspiration for the upcoming Valentine holiday with projects that incorporate wood. We hope you find each project as lovely as your best Valentine memory. At the top of the description box, you'll find the link to the next person in the lineup. I do hope you take the time to watch all the hop videos because we love your comments and thumbs up. If you aren't already a subscriber, I hope you consider subscribing and click on the little bell so you won't miss any of my uploads. You can also use hashtag WouldYouBeMine to find all the videos in this hop. So let's get started. I have these two little wooden tags which I'm going to use, and I also have a bottle of gesso. I'm just going to use a normal flat brush to apply gesso to my surface. This is an important step because gesso primes the surface for painting, making it slightly textured and ready to accept acrylic paint. It is a fast-drying and opaque medium which gives a beautiful non-porous, non-flaking ground for paints. It can be applied to nearly any surface before painting on that surface, and it can also be tinted with any color by adding a little acrylic paint. So my wooden tags are now primed and ready. I've put gesso on both sides as well as covered the sides with it. On one tag I'm going to use acrylic paints and on the other I'm going to use Distress Oxide inks. For the first tag I'm going to use the Daisy stamp set. This is a mini stamp set by Altenew. And I'm going to mount the stamp, the base layer, on my acrylic block. Now I'm using 2 shades of pink and 2 shades of red to do the stamping. I'm going to start with Worn Velvet. I'll simply stamp on the tag the same way I would stamp on a piece of paper. Just make sure that you put enough pressure on the stamp to get a good impression, and also rock it slightly. For the next flower, I'm going to use the darker picked raspberry. Now one thing to remember is don't put too much pressure because gesso creates a non-porous surface, and if you put too much pressure on the stamp, it will just squish the paint. Unlike paper where the ink actually gets absorbed inside. I'll also stamp the leaves while I'm at it. And I'm going to use the Twisted Citron Distress Oxide ink to do the leaves. Now that my base layers are stamped, I'm going to just use a heat tool to dry these inks thoroughly. So I dried the first layer and then I stamped the second layer. I used the green color for the second layer of the leaves. Then I used picked raspberry for the second layer of this lighter pink flower. And then I used candied apple for the darker flower. Now I'm going to put these away and use fired brick and wilted violet for the final layer. So with that, our stamping is complete. Now I'll let this dry and then we'll come back and do the final finishing. Let's start with our second tag now. I'm going to use the Painted Flowers set by Altenew for this. I'm also going to use some acrylic paints in shades of green, red and yellow. The first thing I'm going to do is take the base layers and put them on acrylic blocks. The first thing I'm going to do is take out small amounts of acrylic paints on this slab of white acrylic that I like to use instead of a palette. I'm putting the red right next to yellow because I'm planning to use both the colors on the base. I'm just going to use a paintbrush to dab the paint on the stamps. Just make sure that you don't mix the colors too much. Now I'm going to just stamp like a regular inked stamp on my tag. Only thing is don't put too much pressure, because if you do that the color squishes out and you don't get a good impression. I'll just simply go back and put more paint on my stamp and restamp that area. That is one of the reasons why I chose the Painted Flowers, because it's a very artsy set and it has a very loose style which is very suitable for this kind of a technique. Just make sure you clean the stamps immediately after using them with a damp cloth. You can also rock the stamps slightly to ensure that the paints blend well. And if there are any tiny bits remaining, you can always use your brush to apply some paint to cover it up. So our base layer is now ready. I will dry this with a heat gun and then come back. Now that our base layer is dry, I've mounted all the outline layers on acrylic blocks and I'm going to use the VersaFine ink to stamp the outlines. I'm using this ink because it's waterproof once it's dry and it's a very nice deep dark black. So I'll just align it. Now our outlines are also dry. I'm going to go ahead and stamp some leaves around this. So for that what I'm going to do is take my stamp set and then I'm just going to, using the same technique as I used with the flowers, just putting in the yellow first and then I'll come back and add some green. The idea is to get a nice mix of colors on the stamp. Just ensure that your paints are not too dry or too runny when you do this. Now you'll notice this area where there are some blank spaces. I'll just take my paintbrush and touch that up. Just ensure you clean your stamps quickly after using acrylic paints. Now that our green paint is dry, let's add the outlines on this. So I'll just take the VersaFine again. Now you'll notice the area here, since I applied the paint afterwards, the black lines got covered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the outline stamp and I'm just going to ink up the leaf portion. I don't want to ink up the whole flower because that will cause double lines and I don't want that to happen. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just put a bit of paper to cover most of the flower. So our basic stamping is done. Now I'll again dry the ink with a heat gun and come back. So now both our tags are ready. You can see how beautiful they look with the stamping. Now I just have a bit of cord here. I'm just going to take out a little bit and tie it to the I'm keeping the strings rather long so that they can either be used as tags, or you can tie them on your bags, or also use them as keychains. I hope you enjoyed the video today and give these techniques a try. I look forward to seeing you again on my channel very soon. Do check out the other videos in this hop. Remember, all the details are there in my description box. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.